Welcome to Flicks to Us. I'm Nick. This is my mom Jen.
Hi, thanks for joining us again, guys.
And today is the day we are finishing off Loki, episode 6.
I'm very excited.
It's been a pretty exciting series so far.
Really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm surprised because before Loki was always, he was just annoying and this and that.
Well,
and it's like,
he's
I
very,
don't know about a whole series
it's like
with him, but no, it's been
we love him and we hate him at the same time. I
Yeah.
think it's kind of he struck that
Everybody's-
beautiful balance.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
everybody's
so
the same.
so last time we entered the void. We
Yeah.
teamed up with all of the different Lokis. We had
Yes.
classic Loki,
was
boastful
cool.
kid Loki, and my favorite, alligator Loki.
Although I don't know how much he can get done, really.
I don't know. I mean, he
all he could do is crawl around with
well,
his
remember that
horns
other
on.
Loki came with his army and stuff? He's like, why the hell is there an alligator here?
Yeah.
And then the alligator just like bit his hand off.
That's true. Yeah, you don't want to mess with him.
I
I
remember,
don't know why he's there, but you don't want to mess
I
with
remember seeing like a little sort of fan comic someone had drawn of like the first Thor movie. Remember when Odin tells Loki of his true parentage, frost
Yeah.
giants and stuff? And then it showed like Odin and it said, my son Loki, you are adopted, and shows the alligator stuff with tears. And then it says sad alligator noises. 'Cause he's like his Nexus event or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we had Alioth, that big sort of giant cloud
Yeah.
monster that like devoured everything that came there, and
Yeah.
Sylvie and Loki kind of classic Loki sacrificed themselves so they could enchant him, and
Yes.
they sort of opened up a doorway to beyond the void, wherever
Yeah.
whoever created and controls the TVA resides
Yeah.
there in that sort of
And
castle.
Mobius went back.
Yeah, he
right. I
went-
want to see what he does back at
Goes back to
TVA
kind of-
headquarters there.
Hopefully to burn it all down.
Kick some ass.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
kind of set things right, and
Yeah.
then because we need to set things with Ravonna, who's still kind of maintaining order there, and then whoever created the TVA, and Alioth was
Yeah.
simply their guard dog. They're
Yes.
enormously powerful and influential, so it's going to be kind of a tough
Yeah.
encounter for our intrepid Gods of Mischief.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Let's see.
let's get into it.
And why do you think that changes anything? That changes everything.
That's such a stupid line. How does that change anything?
She's clinging to the delusion
Yeah,
because that's
she's-
what she's
she's-
devoted her life to, and
She's deep into the Kool-Aid, that one.
yeah.
Oh, there's...
That's how you punish her.
You wouldn't have heard of me.
Oh.
Hands off, bro. He's a friend from work. I can do this all day. Yeah, I know. I'll show you to us.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
We have the hot right now.
Greta Thunberg.
Wow.
Everything that's on the sacred timeline. And,
Experience me.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Island in the center of.
Holy cow.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just need a moment.
To the Gargoyle.
Right.
Let the Dark Lord come forth.
Let justice be done upon him.
Okay. Well, doors are opening anyway. All the cracks in that place.
Yeah.
Not even any old butler or anything. Oh, good God. That missed minutes.
Fuck! I saw that coming, and it took me by surprise.
And I looked away and missed it.
Oh.
Congratulations. Who's impressed?
He who remains.
And who is he?
He created all, and he controls all. At the end, it is only he who remains.
So Miss Minutes is in
And
on
he
it.
wants to offer you a deal. You can kill Thanos.
Wow, that would change
You want
a
the
few
Infinity
things.
Gauntlet? Yours.
Loki ruling the
Throw
galaxy.
last card?
Yeah.
No problem.
Wow.
Oh,
Everything he's ever wanted in his
Yeah.
whole life.
Just a lifetime of happy memories.
Oh, man.
How many people would take
Tempting,
that offer?
right?
In the same place.
We write our own destiny now.
Oh, sure you do. Good luck with that.
He's a snarky little thing.
Started out with her southern accent there, all nice and
This isn't what I asked for.
I know, but he thinks this'll be more useful.
Who?
Happy reading.
she doesn't know either.
No.
This is wild. The two of you, same person. I mean, it's a little unnatural, but wow.
Who's this dude?
He who remains.
Come on, let's talk. from my office. Don't tell me I'm a disappointment.
No. Just a little bit easier to kill.
Okay, well. Look.
Ready to shank him at a moment's
Yeah,
notice. He's
but-
pouring them tea.
I said I wasn't to be disturbed.
Well, you're not going to be happy to see me.
Ah!
Karma, thy name is McQueen.
So you're gonna prove me?
I like that idea. But you know, my standards might be a little bit higher in that area than yours. You know, with close personal friends.
I'm sorry, obvious.
No.
Are
No.
you?
Yeah.
Set her free.
Yeah.
Secure the perimeter.
2018.
Huh?
I got her.
Oh, she. Right on the board or something?
What the hell is going on here?
Ah.
Who are you? What the hell are you doing in my school?
That isn't Judge Renslayer.
Remember, because they're all variants.
Yeah.
This is the original.
Yeah, the original person, yeah.
I already know what's going to happen. See?
Oh.
That little nook by the lake?
Man, Jonathan Majors is having the time of his life at this performance.
Free will? Only one person gets free will. The one in charge.
Just like the Assassins and the Templars from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Templars are all about like the evils of free will and humans need to be controlled and...
That was so beautiful.
Is that what you think? Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah. She's a bit more nimble.
yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
In search of free will.
She'll probably crop up again sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Understand? Oh, I've been dubbed many names by many people. A ruler, a conqueror, he who remains.
That's
A
cool.
variant
Yeah.
of myself lived on Earth in the 31st century. He was a scientist, and he discovered that there were universes stacked on top of his own. At the same time, other versions of us were learning the same thing.
Multiverse.
Ah.
Naturally, not every version of me was so pure of heart. Some of us, new worlds meant only one thing: new lands to be conquered.
Yeah.
And everyone.
So there was a war.
And then the
Wow.
timekeepers came along and saved us all.
God, he's annoying.
Goliath. Bingo. I harnessed the beast's power and began experimenting on it. I weaponized Goliath. And I ended the multiversal war. Once I isolated our timeline, all I have to do is manage the flow of time and prevent any further branches. Hence, the TVA. Hence, the timekeepers in a highly efficient bureaucracy. Hence, ages and ages of cosmic harmony. Hence, you're welcome.
What an eccentric performance.
Stifling order or cataclysmic chaos. You may hate the dictator, but something far worse is going to fill that void if you oppose to it. You kill me and destroy all this, and you don't just have one devil, you have an infinite amount. Or you two run the thing.
Oh, jeez.
Remember when Renslayer said in the first episode the Avengers going back in time was supposed to happen?
Right.
You kill
That was
me
part of his
and
plan
the
to bring
sacred
this Loki
timeline
and Sylvie here.
War.
All of it was his plan
To
so they
take
could
over.
take
And
over.
Oh.
return.
It was personal to me.
Grow up! Grow up, Sylvie! Murderer! Hypocrite! We're all villains here. We've all done horrible, terrible, horrific things.
What's happening? Is Eliath coming?
We just crossed the threshold. I said earlier when I said I know how everything is going to go. I knew everything up to a certain point, and that point was about 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds ago. And now I have no idea how the rest of this is going to go.
Something happened that
Yeah.
he no longer is omniscient the way he was.
Sylvie, hang on a moment. Let's just talk about it.
Well, how about we finish what we started?
Uh-oh.
What if you say the truth?
So what? You believe what? That a bazillion boogeymen are going to turn up just because we give people free will? He's a liar, Loki.
So am I. And I don't think he was lying. Not about that.
Yeah.
Insane? Yes. But maybe he was telling the truth.
Better hurry! Timeline's already branching.
I know the TVA, so does both. But what if by taking him out, we risk unleashing something even worse?
Better the devil you know.
Well, I'm suggesting.
He who remains is kind of like that younger sibling that watches the older siblings fight in the other room.
Yeah. You didn't want it to end that way, though, with them two of them killing each other.
No.
Or one killing the other. She got him.
Sylvie, stop.
Oh. Whoa. His illusion powers are great in a fight.
Yes.
I just want you to be okay.
Oh. Oh, good heavens. Here we go.
The big damn kiss.
Yeah.
Look at him watching. He's just all like,
Yeah. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Oh no.
Couldn't bring us up to kill him, but
Oh. Okay, she did it.
yeah.
Lisa.
What does that mean?
Well, remember he said
Yeah.
other versions,
other
other
versions
variants
of
of
him,
himself.
right.
Without him to keep the door locked, they're all gonna start coming through.
Yeah.
Well, she accomplished her mission.
Well, yeah, but Jesus.
Somehow I don't think it really made her feel any better.
No. So this is all the multiverse stuff then?
It's cracking open.
Ah. Wow.
So like every tendril forms another tendril, that
Yes.
forms 10 more, and it's just
Man.
every single strand is a different reality.
Yeah. Might as well give up.
I'm turning back now.
Who said anything about her?
I mean, he was winning people over as far back as the first Thor movie.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Genie's been let out of the bottle.
It's done, Mobius. We made a terrible mistake.
What's done?
We freed the timeline. We found him. Beyond the storm. A citadel at the end of time. He's terrifying. He planned everything. He's seen everything. He knows everything. It's complicated, okay?
Yeah.
But someone is coming. Countless different versions of a very dangerous person, and they're all set on war. We need to prepare.
Take it easy. You're an analyst, right? What division are you from? Who are you? What's your name?
What the fuck is that?
Boots on the ground now, archives it.
Who are you?
The Conqueror has come!
What happened?
That's where the statues of the Timekeepers were before.
Right.
The TVA's been rewritten.
Ah. Jesus Christ. What's going on? I have to turn here.
I have a lot of answers. I'll give it
Okay.
a sec. But yeah, that was season 1 of Loki.
Wow.
So far, it's the only show getting a second season.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Start spilling it, mister.
Okay.
The frack's going on.
Yeah, I will admit, the first time I saw this episode, I was kind of let down when He Who Remains showed up, because I enjoyed Jonathan Majors' performance a lot. Like, you could tell he's having a lot of fun with it. But as kind of like the ultimate quote-unquote villain or the mastermind behind the show, I was let down. Just he didn't really, there wasn't all that much kind of menace or power. I've come to kind of appreciate it over time. But so, first off, do you remember in WandaVision when all the different commercials?
Yeah.
The one commercial towards the end, by that sort of that antidepressant pill called Nexus. You know,
right. Yes. Yeah.
And then here they kept talking about Nexus events and things like that.
Nexus events. Yeah.
So in Marvel Comics, there's a thing called the Nexus being. So every single timeline and reality has its own Nexus being. One person that is sort of like the anchor of that reality, and it's like a person with their own kind of unique gifts and abilities. It's someone with enormous power who has the potential to kind of like drastically upend all order, essentially.
Right. Okay.
So in the comics, Scarlet Witch, Wanda, is the Nexus being of our particular reality, the Earth that we visit most of the time. Now, I can't remember how, but I saw some people online, they sort of timed it out when the threshold that he was talking about, where like once we got past it, he wasn't able to predict anything anymore. Things started changing. A lot of people figured that when the moment that Wanda, when she confronted Agatha and she became the Scarlet Witch, remember she like got her new costume and the power.
Yeah.
The people figured that that's the moment, that's the threshold, because she sort of came into her own as like the Nexus being.
Right.
And her unleashing her power kind of like severed his control, at least for the moment, because he wasn't able to predict anything. So that's what that was about. So then, as for He Who Remains, so he's kind of a fusion of different characters, but essentially, now that he's gone, different variants of him are going to appear, and one is going to be very, very important, and his birth name is Nathaniel Richards. He's a descendant of Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like you said, he lived in the 31st century,
yeah.
And he was like a scientist, one of the most genius intellects in all of the comics, and he goes by the name of Kang the Conqueror.
Oh.
Which he alluded to when he said, I've been called many things before, Conqueror or whatever. And Kang's shtick is that he travels through time and realities and history, and he's kind of like Syndrome from The Incredibles. He keeps all the best technology for himself.
Right.
He uses his advanced intellect and future tech to travel through time to collect everything for himself.
Right.
And he essentially views planets, cities, whole timelines as places for him to conquer and rule over. And with his technology and intellect, he is one of the Avengers' kind of most consistent, most dangerous enemies. And to kind of like condense it, he is going to be the next Thanos. He's going to be the next kind of overarching threat that our heroes will face, because
but we don't have Iron Man. What are we going to do?
Well, that's why we're going to bring our new generation of heroes up to snuff. In terms of the movies, what we know for sure is that in the next Ant-Man movie, Quantumania, Kang the Conqueror is going to be the main villain. But like I say, with someone of his kind of profile and his power level, it's more than likely that he's going to be the next like Thanos, the next like multi-show, multi-movie, like overarching threat that our heroes will face. Because like he said, like my variants, they saw different realities as new opportunities to conquer, to expand.
Right. Yeah.
And because he has the knowledge, the know-how, and the technology to travel through time and realities.
Oh wow.
And as we saw here, like the second He Who Remains was taken out, Kang came back and took over the TVA. And he rewrote everyone. That's why no one knows who Loki is. That's why the statues changed. So this version of the TVA is now have now become his personal lackeys.
Oh, jeez.
And he, like I say, he's going to be the next overarching.
I don't know if I can take it.
Threat. It's a lot to take in. Like I said, there's a lot to unpack
still not
here.
Over Thanos.
I know, yeah, and Thanos was a very particular breed of villain, and like I say, Kang is going to be kind of a like different sort of breed, just because of on an individual level, he's not as strong as Thanos, and he's not say like gifted like with magic like Thor or Loki, but because he's dangerous because of his intellect, and because of his technology. So things like force fields and energy weapons and time machines and all sorts of things like that.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like the main kind of threat he poses.
Okay.
And now because of this one show, because of Sylvie and her one decision, we now have the multiverse. So essentially, just kind of like headcanon or such, any single Marvel movie that has come out is now canon. And every single kind of, so like all the previous ones, kind of like as like No Way Home kind of dealt with,
right?
They're all open and available now. So now we're getting, because like the big focus of Phase 4, everything post Endgame, has been the multiverse,
right?
Like the idea of like other beings, other realms, and kind of like all of it kind of coalescing. So that's kind of like one of the big focuses of like the big. So like instead of Infinity Stones, we have like the multiverse to explore,
right?
So that's kind of what's at play here, and then that's what that is kind of the single greatest contribution this show has to the MCU as a whole, is because it just blows that all open.
Yeah, right.
So
Okay.
that's going to be kind of all that going forward. Yeah, it's like I say, it's not as heavy in terms of like action or like visuals as much, even though that the timeline splitting apart was beautiful. It was just visually stunning.
Yes.
But it was more just kind of like, it was a little bit more kind of like a lore like dump and just like learning about kind of the true nature of things, because it does set up quite a lot of stuff for the Marvel Universe going forward, like shows and movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, that was Loki.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys thought of that.
What do you think
cow.
overall?
Like you say, it was kind of disappointing to get to the end, and it was just a guy being annoying.
Right? Yeah. Like
it's
it's a bit of a letdown. Like I say,
explain what's going on.
Yeah, it is.
And then for her, you could see she just couldn't back out.
Yeah, she's and kind of like with Renslayer, she's come too far to stop now.
Yeah.
She's defined her life by this mission. Yeah. So now, at the moment, we have Sylvie stuck at the Citadel at the end of time, as the multiverse cracks open, and Loki is stuck, or this version of Loki is stuck in a rewritten TVA. They're all servants of Kang.
Yes.
And with all the kind of this, like, we'll see what happens in season 2.
Wow.
That'll be kind of interesting. But yeah, like I say, so far this is the only one of the sort of main, like, individual character shows that is getting a season 2. So it's kind of so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see how that plays out.
Okay. Good.
But yeah, that was a wild ride.
That one, yeah.
Let
us know what you thought of this whole thing so far.
Yeah, if you want to watch our full-length reactions, go to our Patreon. I'll put a link in the description below. Hit the like button, subscribe, because we'll be coming out with Hawkeye reactions pretty soon. And we hope you follow along with us on this Marvel adventure of ours, getting Mom up to speed with all these shows. And we hope you have a good time. So yeah, until next time, we'll see you around.
Bye.